Well, boys, today is tomorrow and Frogan is in the news because for some reason Twitch decided to I guess they're just celebrating all the holidays, even the holidays they don't believe in, which is Veterans Day. All right, the day where you're supposed to thank the veterans, the people that have served for the U.S. Army. And instead of Twitch being like, I don't know if we can celebrate that one. I don't know if we can celebrate that one. They were like, no, we gotta do it. All right, we gotta show our support for the troops. And you know what? Until you realize Frogan is on the platform still after her comments about veterans. Let me go ahead and give you guys a nice little refresher. If you guys forgot, if you guys don't remember what she said, this is what Frogan said about veterans.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. You know? The ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. The U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like I'm changed. Like fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Man, with that kind of rhetoric, you would have thought her ass grew up in goddamn Iraq, Libya, brother, Saudi Arabia, somewhere. This bitch is named Morgan and she comes from Michigan. So if you guys don't know, her rhetoric against, veterans was against TOS. It is legit against the TOS to say anything against protected groups on Twitch. And guess what's a protected group on Twitch? In their own TOS. Veterans. How the hell are you gonna have this in your literal fucking TOS? The specific thing that she broke and not ban her for it. But this is the post that got everyone on fucking Twitch. I think Twitch just needs to get off Twitter. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of social media platforms need to get off of Twitter. Not YouTube, because that's the only way we can actually contact them. YouTube, you need to stay on Twitter. But like, there's a lot that don't need a Twitter. Like, what the fuck does Twitch need a Twitter for? But Twitch wrote, on Veterans Day, we're saluting our service member on Twitch. Check them out live on the front page shelf. Are you a veteran who wants to be showcased? Express your interest here. So yeah, they made this whole little forum where you would go in and fill it out to hopefully be picked and showcased on the front page of Twitch. Which I'm gonna be honest here, I don't know who actually uses the front page of Twitch. Like seriously, chat, I do not know who uses the front page of Twitch. All the front page of Twitch does is just boost whatever you are in the category. That's all it does. No one's actually looking at that thing because, once you get to Twitch, you already know who you're looking for at that point. No one's going to Twitch and scrolling around like it's YouTube. But yeah, on top of that, for some reason, instead of them doing this like a week prior, 2 weeks prior, sometime in like October, so they could have a nice list of, veterans to showcase on the front page. And so these veterans could, make some of their best content and plan out some good content. Yeah, no, they did it on the day of Veterans Day. Something tells me none of those veterans that signed up got picked for the front page. Just call me a cynic. Something tells me none of them got picked for the front page, seeing that they had less than a couple, I guess 24 hours, to respond. So obviously everyone gave Twitch backlash for this. Alright, we're not going to be sitting here acting like Twitch didn't get some backlash for this post. This is why I say, hey man, if you're going to stick to your guns, alright? Don't be playing one side and then you hop over to the other side. Like, I'm also on this team. It's like, no one likes a bandwagoner, alright? It's cool to be, loving the veterans one day and then hating them the next. Like, you can't just be doing that. Like, you gotta pick a side out here sometimes. Right? If you weren't gonna ban Frogan for her takes, also don't celebrate the day of the people that she basically blew up your whole platform for. Like, she literally blew up Twitch for that. Like, that was a bad day for Twitch whenever they didn't ban her. But obviously, with someone like Frogan, she had to lie about what actually happened. The actual truth. All right, who would have known? Who would have known Frogan is a liar? I didn't, chat. I really didn't know she was a liar like this, but it just comes naturally to some people. Some people just lie this easily. But Frogan quote retweeted this and said, "The community notes it's crazy because remember when I was banned for a whole month after this and Twitch didn't communicate with me at all." Now, there is a little truth in there, I know.
What do you mean by that?
I know. What I mean is there is some truth in that statement. She was banned after her comments about the veterans. I know, boys. I know. Sad days for the big Frogan fans, the Frog Army. But she's lying about the reasoning why she got banned. There's a reason why she didn't say I was specifically banned for my veteran comments. Then she said I was banned after this, because technically that's true. She was banned after that. That's true. That's true. But the reasoning why she was banned after that was for a completely separate reason, where she made a racial tier list at TwitchCon. Yeah, with big sponsors in the background, like Chevron. Yeah. Somebody tells me the Twitch higher-ups did not like her and her friends at the Arab podcast making a racial tier list at their, fucking convention. Now, don't get me wrong. TwitchCon has a lot of problems, alright? I feel like a racial tier list is at the bottom, near the bottom. First, they need to work on not getting people essayed at their event, men and women. Everyone got to look out, alright? You got to look over your own shoulder once you get to TwitchCon. It is a free-for-all. But that's the reason why she actually got banned, was for this clip.
All right.
But we are going to tier list them, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say Habibi. Like you got like a white guy's like, can I say it? Is it a slur?
Is it okay? Am I allowed
You know what I'm saying? And then you have thinks it's a slur, where it's like a white person that really they're like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm so sorry. And then love Sabra, which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Yeah, they're not allowed to say it.
It's basically like you can't say it, and if you say it, you're literally hate criming us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, you could do any and everything at a goddamn Twitch event other than making a racial tier list. People go to these damn TwitchCon events to watch motherfuckers play children's games. Alright, I don't know what people actually go to TwitchCon events for. Whenever you see like streamers put on these live shows, I'm just like, bro, they literally aren't doing shit. Except for you paid for them to not to do shit now. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. But yeah, she could have literally done anything with this Twitch event other than a racial tier list. Anything at all. Anything at all. But it had to be a racial tier list. So yeah, I don't understand why she didn't also say that she not only was only banned for a month, but everyone was banned for a month. Even Denimstv actually has more pages since we've talked about Denimstv in a while. I don't even know. But even Denimstv got banned for a month for that tier list. So the whole gang got banned for the month. But for some reason, she tries to make it seem like, yes, I was banned after that though, in trying to say she was banned for saying, all the things about the veterans and not the racial tier list. Because she didn't get banned for the veteran comment at all. It's literally like the Nina Lynn situation. At first, they weren't going to ban her, but then they saw she did it again. Then they were like, fine, we'll ban her temporarily. Because she tried to play off this whole entire thing by showing her, I guess, apology to the U.S. veterans before, she got, banged. But she tried to play it off by saying, here's the statement I put out before, plus be mad at the government for not giving veterans adequate resources instead of one thing a fucking Twitch streamer said. If she said that, no one would care. People would care that you were like, I don't care if you get PTSD. People were just like, excuse me? Like, what is this whole 180 from, I don't care if you get PTSD, I don't give a fuck if you die, I don't care if you don't even get any resources to, you should be mad at the U.S. government for not, giving out proper resources to veterans who fall for your rights. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, chat? What are we doing here? This bitch is so stupid. But then, literally, she gets community noted. The best part about Twitter. The only good part about Twitter, I'm going to be honest here. And it says, Frogan was banned for 30 days, not for her comments about veterans, but because of a panel she hosted at TwitchCon 2024, in which it was claimed to be anti-Semitic. Yeah, so you know she's having a bad day after she got that community note. Alright. She already had the comments turned off whenever she first posted this. The only person that could respond to it was herself. Two-time rising star somehow lost viewership over the past 2 or 3 years. I'm just saying here, boys. It's time to pack it up. Alright, it's time to pack it up. She's already losing that lawsuit with H3H3. I think it's time to go ahead and head on home to Michigan. Alright. It's over. The LARPing is done. Take the hijab off. Alright. Go ahead and go be like, I don't know, an insurance agent. I'm like, hell, you're that scummy anyways. Go ahead and fuck over someone else's life. At least then you get paid for it. Unlike iDubbbz's wife, who literally ruined iDubbbz's life, and somehow they have less money. I know, Chad. I know. How do you have less money after fucking over someone's life? So click this video right here to find out what the hell happened with them. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.